Hello, I am the Hood of Oz, and here we go to episode 5, week 2, part 2 of the Australian series of The Mole. So, I've just watched what most of you have seen on TV. The first task is treasure hunt. We have the spotter Aaron go out on a boat, and the rest of the team have to dig up clues that will lead them to kites, which they fly up into the air, and Aaron has to solve a little anagram. Yeah, if they do that, all that together, they get $5,000. Now they have 1 hour to search on the beach. We had a very funny slip up. Sean, who managed to, in the digging, find a toy car. That was a rescue car. Spotted a rescue car on the beach. I thought, hey, the clue's got to be there. Let's go dig over there! Yay! Go on, posse! And then Ali saw 68 on the rescue car. Thought, 68. Oh, look at these huts here. They have numbers on them. Let's go to the one that says 68. And then they just realised that they were getting led off in some sort of stupid direction. Thank God they realised, because that was really... that was priceless. So they found the clue, the first kite, which said WEL, which was going to be welcome, eventually. But of course, because they had dug up so much area, they had not marked down properly where they'd started from, and possibly something had gone wrong with the distances marked down with the rope. They found the first clue with ease, it was right under their feet. They found the second clue after Nick took the compass. Alex had misled them. And then from there, they dug up so much, as I was saying, that they couldn't find the next clue. But Linda, she took the compass. She walked out distances, and she was actually standing on top of the next clue. But she didn't say anything. Something odd there, I'd have to say. Ali got Alex to help her set up the kite, so they could give their spotter Aaron some idea of what the message is going to be. So it's a shame. If they had found the third clue, then they would have found the hut in which the next 3 kites were, and anyhow, that was it. They didn't get the 5,000. So mole work, possibly, we can't be sure. As they say, trust at your own peril. Path to Temptation. Ooh, this is very scary and dramatic. 12 boxes around a room. Each contestant gets a walkthrough around them. They can't walk backwards. They have to keep on going forwards. If they don't take anything from these boxes, well, they get nothing. The team has to select one person to go first, and that person picks the next person to go second after they've done their walkthrough. And then they can pick a third person, and then so on and so forth. They can share any information they want. They can tell them like what's in every single box. But I know there's a lot of friendships happening. You might have heard Nick talk about us and them. First on the path to temptation was Hilal, practically self-appointed. After a long walkthrough, he went for box 11 or 12, can't remember, but there was $5,000 in there. And he elected Sam to go second, telling him to think about box number 3, which was 3 freebies and 1 for a friend. Sam took his 3 freebies and 1 for a friend. He picked Asha third, and he directed her toward 2 exemptions for quiz 6. Now that's a tough thing, because you don't know if you're going to survive to quiz 6, and if you're directed towards that, he's obviously telling you, give me the other exemption. He's playing her for sure. And then we have Aisha pick Carrie fourth, and she directed her towards the 5 freebies. which she took as well. And then Carrie picked Erin for 5th, and she directed her towards the exemption 3 plus question mark. So Erin took the exemption for quiz 3 plus question mark. We're going to learn what that means next episode. She then picked Alex, directing him towards exemption for quiz number 7, which he took as well. He then picked Linda, but gave no clues, and Linda ended up not taking anything. Linda then picked Ali to go next, directing her towards the 2 freebies for a friend, but Ali just ignored and did nothing. Basically, ran to walk. She then picked Nick next, told him about to go for the freebies, which he did. And then Nick picked Sean, and Nick told Sean just take a walk. And Sean did that. But we had a bit of a problem. They won $5,000 thanks to Halal. But because Halal talked to Sam, they lost 1,000. And because Sam talked to Asia, they lost another 1,000. They talked from the balcony down while they're doing their walk, and they're not allowed to do that. So it was about 1,000 cost for each of those small talks. So that was it for Part 2 Temptation. We only earned 5,000. There's a lot of little plays here and there, and yeah, they could have earned about 14,000, I believe it was, but because we had so many selfish and ignorant and mean plays. We heard Nick talk about the groups of us and them. I'm beginning to figure out that us was Alex, Linda, Ali, Sean, and Nick, and them is Halal, Sam, Asher, Kerry, and Erin, which really divides up the entire plan. But it would really hurt the mole if they have a whole group going against them. Then we have some problem for them. But we have a little surprise. Nick is not all that concerned about having the mole on the other team. He's also thinking about having a mole on his team, and he ends up giving his 2 freebies that he picked up to Sean. So mole play, they could have directed the person to an earlier offer, which would stop them picking one they wanted, or they could direct them to a later one, which could actually mean that they skip a lot of the money. But that means it could be anything. The mole could have done anything in there. So, yeah. And mole in treasure hunt. Well, obviously Erin couldn't do anything to sabotage this whole effort. But we had Alex basically misleading them with the compass, and Linda practically finding the next clue. I have one last question to you all. Is teams a good idea? I mean, if you have a whole group of people going against another group, which might have the mole, you have a high chance of being able to eventually pick that person out. But for the mole, that is bad. They don't want to be put into a group. So, is this a good idea by everyone? But we're having Alex thinking it's Sean. It's very complex, which means we're having a bit of trouble figuring out who is the mole. Are you safe on your own group? Else you're going to be eliminated. So is teams a good idea? I put it to you. I'm the Hood of Oz. Thanks for listening.